is going on, people? Johnny here, and we are going to start a new playthrough today. I've been working on Rimhammer the End Times, the Beastmen mod, and it's come quite a ways, and I'm ready to A, run through a playthrough to start doing some testing, and B, show it off a bit. So the main mods I'm using from my series are Rimhammer the End Times, the base mod, which makes things medieval, and also adds Chaos Waves, Chaos Faction, Chaos Monster Faction. And then I have a Rimhammer the End Times Magic mod as well. This is new, and the Beastmen relies upon it, and effectively it adds magic. It adds some of the base. It has Beasts, Shadow, Death, Lore of the Wild, which is why this little thing's here, and then Lore Zinch. So it adds 5 lores, which were the lores that the Beastmen had at the End Times. And then I have the Dwarfs mod installed, so Rimhammer the End Times Dwarfs. And lastly, Rimhammer the End Times Beastmen. You can see I have embrasures, extended storage, a couple other things that just make life a little easier. Harvest designator. This animal variety codes I'm tempted to turn off because it's always throwing errors. I'm going to play this in dev mode just to make sure that there's no errors that show up in the logs. Otherwise, it's just a bunch of stuff that's more quality of life type stuff. These mods do require humanoid alien races 2.0. The Beastmen and the Dwarves both require that. The Dwarves require Doors Expanded, and Jex Tools as well is required by this mod setup. The rest of this stuff is just for fun. So you can see the mod list here. So let's jump in. We're going to do a new colony. I have a lone bray shaman. It actually starts with 2 harpies, but we're going to do that scenario so I can show off the magic a little faster. And we're going to go with rough. I don't know. Nah, not Phoebe. You know what? Let's go Randy. It's cool. I'm going to do a small map as well. So let's go ahead and generate that. So our goal here is to destroy all the other factions on the map. You can see there's another Beastman faction. And they're going to be hostile with us. They're built in to the Beastman mod. And the Beastmen makes sense for them to be hostile with each other. Everybody else should be hostile. So this mod is still in development. So at some point I'm going to make it so that everybody's doesn't like the Beastmen, or nobody likes the Beastmen. And then we have some humans here. There's a couple dwarf bases around. And I'd like to start in a forest. So this is a boreal forest. I don't want to start on the road because that doesn't make much sense either, but caves. Alright, so let's start there. And that'll be where we start, and we'll see what we can do. So there's a couple types of Beastmen. You have a Great Bray Shaman, and you can tell by the horns that this is a Great Bray Shaman. And it says that he's a Warlock. So there's 4 levels of Mage. This is also a Warlock. The starting human player, okay, so the small horns here, that is a simple Mage, so that's going to be like a level 1 wizard, whereas the Warlocks start slightly higher level. So I'd like somebody that doesn't have a friggin' peg leg. Alright, this guy, he's abrasive. Ooh, Lore Shadow. I also have to go back and make it so you can pick your first spell. Right now the game's going to default it for it. It doesn't do intellectual or artistic, but that's okay. It doesn't cook for Shiza, but Beastmen are okay with eating raw meat. And doesn't shoot, which is alright, but melees. So let's just jump in. When I hit start, my recording software is going to crash. So I'm going to toss in a break, and then we'll be back. Alright, so you're on your own and ready to start a new herd. You've already attracted harpies to your cause. Learn your magic and hone your skills, attract a herd, and head out to destroy the enemies of the Chaos Gods. And perhaps some of their followers too. So we have a nice big map here. One of the things about RimWorld is it's a base building game, which isn't really suitable to the theme of Beastmen. So it kind of is what it is. Oh shit, he doesn't plant cut for squat. We don't really have any materials. Does he construct? Decently. Doesn't really do much of anything. We can look at the magic here. So it takes... Oops, that's not the right guy. Takes a couple ticks for the magic to actually come in. Which I'm not sure why it does that, but whatever, it's fine. So it's set up as magic. What did we end up with? So we ended up with Penumbral Pendulum, level 1. You can see we have 600 experience because we're level 1, but we have 0 points available for upgrades. And then that's where that's at. So I guess we need to get to the business of chopping down some trees here. I don't think the beastmen really care if they chop down mature or not. Well, it turns out there are no mature, so that's alright. So we'll make him a little hovel to live in. Again, not very beasty. We're going to need some meat. Maybe we can eat these harpies before too long, too. It's not the best cook either, but I guess it is what it is. And then in terms of building, like you can see, you can't make beds yet. So if we go to research, we have to do, it's got to be something for, yeah, we have to look up complex furniture. Some of these things should be turned off. I don't know why you can research dwarf stuff. The alien races should restrict that. But there's also Beastman research for making armor, apparel, weapons, and so on. But for now, we're just going to have to get by. He should have started with a bray staff, and he's got this spell, so we could probably start schmucking critters. We have a little bit of human meat that we start with, so I think we'll leverage that. You can build walls right off the bat, and doors, which doesn't seem, again, very Beastman, but it is what it is. You have to shoehorn Beastmen into RimWorld, and that's just where it's at, so... Alright, we're going to... How many did we need there? I'm going to let them chop a few more trees. The harpies are already making sweet love. Let's look at our wildlife tab. We do have a ton of wildlife on this map. If we use this magical spell, we should be able to kill hares wide open. The pendulum's not the strongest spell. I really would have liked to get Enfeebling Foe. Even Mind Slip would have been great. Those two would make early raids virtually completely meaningless. Bewilderwood as well. But we'll get to those. Alright, so he's going to do that. So let's cancel the rest of these orders we put out. And let's check his needs. So he's happy that he ate raw food. He's also happy that it happened to be human meat because he enjoys human meat. It's cannibalism because RimWorld sees all human likes as kind of the same. So it is what it is. But he is hungry. Let's see. Right now his magic pool, which shows up under the needs tab, is right in the middle. You can also put in, there's some, see, we can build a commune spot, and that is for him to gain magic ability. He will gain experience as he does tasks. So if we go back and look here, see, he's already gained some magic experience just from doing tasks that require focus and thought, and chopping trees, it turns out, is one of those. So now he's going to make us some structure. He's not the best constructor, but that's alright. He's a freaking beast, man. And then, sorry, and our goal here is to build this massive herdstone, which we don't have any material for at the minute. But you build the herdstone, you fuel it, and then you can make sacrifices and offerings to the god. You can get extra pawns that way. Alright, so let's put his sleeping spot in here. It's pretty cold out as well, but it is what it is, right? There you go. So that's our bro. Mixer. I'm going to give a cheers to my patrons, and I'm just going to name this dude after one of the patrons. So Khalif, Yosef, Surreal Beliefs, Cornel B, and Dirtle Dave. And let's rename it. I'm going to do it in the order they're on my sheet. I think that's the order that my patrons signed up here. So let's put a little stockpile in over there. And let's get this stuff hauled. You see I got this zoom in, zoom out mod. It's freaking awesome. It's one of my favorites. Let's see if we can get some berries harvested as well. Doesn't seem very Beastman to eat a bunch of berries, but maybe we can go pick on a critter and cast our spell. There's some goats down there. Let's let him get done harvesting that. Oh, he's going to go off to bed now. What a butthead. Needs. He's pretty well rested. Let's draft him up. Get out here, partner. There's a wool, or a, ooh, a lynx is self-tamed. Well, we're going to keep that lynx, because at some point, alright, we're going to use the pendulum on this dude. Wham. You can hear that pendulum ticking. Oh, he just got a bruise. Alright, now he just has to go beat the thing up. Hopefully we don't get killed. Yeah, buddy. Death. Alright, now we have to butcher that guy. So we need a little dumping stockpile zone over here. We're trying to get enough material to make a little bedroll. And we need a butcher spot as well. I'm going to put that inside. Let's build a copy of this. I'll probably make some kind of more advanced pad. Right now it's just a little pile of dirt that they sit on. I'll probably make something a little more involved that they can make out of leather that'll add better comfort. So let's do that, and then let's make sure this bro can cook. So then when we undraft, okay, you can see we cast that spell. So you get experience when you cast a spell, but you also lose magic from your magic pool. And there's a downtime. He's butchering, good. There's a downtime from after you cast the spell. There's our links to the time you can cast it again. Some of them are really fast, some of them are really slow. It just depends how much it affects. Oh, so the base Rimhammer mod adds candles, and you can see when you butcher an animal, you get meat, fat, and skin at this point. However, sadly, we don't have the skill to make candles. We can make torches, oddly enough. That'll actually raise the heat in there. Where's he going? He's going to harvest some berries. Let's see if he can actually build this. Bam! So our meat's going to get eaten by our cats. But like I said, there's plenty of berries. I'm going to let him run around and harvest berries for a couple minutes, and then we'll have him haul it all in. Let's see if we can kill this turkey with our spell. The more you cast your spells, the faster your experience goes up. Wham! He freaking nailed that thing. Let's see what happened to it. He bruised it right in the body. So the pendulum is blunt damage, which makes sense, right? And then he should just come over, get that, and butcher it straight away. And then we'll have some meat. We should have actually focused on those goats. I'm going to see about putting some animal sleep. I guess beastmen wouldn't mind if the animals slept inside, right? I like that the link's self-tamed. These guys will all be sacrificed to the dark gods, assuming we get that far without dying. Alright, so he's getting there. Now let's see if these go up, because he's over there harvesting berries. Yeah, so when he's doing a focused task, he gets experience. Not a lot, depending on the task. If it's intellectual, he should get a little more, but there's steel over there as well we could leverage. Where'd he go? He's all over the place, man. I should probably... Oh, there's a dead rabbit. Nice. Oh, okay, there's dwarfs passing by. Well, there's 3 of them. They have good weaponry. If it was one of them, I'd go jack him. I'd literally go over there and pendulum his ass. Needs. Oh, that's the dwarf needs. Come on. Yeah, so we're going to have to meditate to get some magic skill back here, too, because right now we can't cast any more spells. He's going to butcher that rabbit up, and then we'll have him meditate, and then he'll go to bed. And then we'll check his needs. So beastmen have different needs than humans. And then, let me pause it so you can see. So you see it goes up. It goes up pretty quick, too. It's in fast mode. Alright, so needs. He has an awful bedroom. It's an unsightly environment. His recreation's unfulfilled. Well, that we should be able to do something about. Again, we're limited by RimWorld here, and pawns need recreation. So it just is what it is that we're going to have him recreate periodically. Again, beastmen don't necessarily flow the best with... Let's have him eat this fat. The fat, you have to eat a ton of it to get full, but it can be consumed. Alright, Mr. Snoozer. Needs. Okay, he's good. Get up and eat some fat. Just a big pile of ant. You wouldn't think he'd be so skinny. Look, he's happy that he ate raw food. So at some point, the goal of the beastmen... Oh, man. If only. I don't think our spell's going to do much to that thing. If we had like the highest level, what's he doing? He's praying. Okay, if he had the highest level of that spell, see, it only does 25. You can mouse over these spells and it'll tell you what it costs to upgrade, what they actually do, the cooldown time, the points it takes to upgrade to them, and all that, and the type of damage it does, all that kind of stuff. And like I said, I implemented 5 lores of magic for the beastmen. So I think our focus needs to be forgetting these plants. Let's, once he finishes that one. Alright, he wants to eat some berries. Let's just focus on only eating animals. I think that's going to be a better play. Travelers. Let it be one dude. I don't know that we can take two people. This one doesn't have a weapon. It's high time we got over here. We got to cut him off. If we hide over here. This could go poorly though. We're going to start a war with these dwarfs. So you can click your spell and see the range on it. And we want to hit the one that had the weapon, which was this one. Alright. Wham! Frickin' nailed that jerk. I can actually cast it again pretty quick. So if I can down one of them, the other one should run away. And then we can butcher his ass and eat him. Alright, now the dwarves hate us, which is just fine. He's got his weapon out, but they're still not aware where the attacks are coming from. Wham! Alright, that dude's running away. Come on, go chase him. Dwarves are slower than beastmen, too. So if we can get our spell on him. Where the hell is he going? Ooh, stunned him. Alright, we're hostile with the Carrot clans. Oh, we're not going to get him again. Take that, you dirty little short bastard. Get out of here. Alright, well look at this. We got some stuff. Jerk dwarfs showing up in our territory. And I think we should just be able to butcher that dude up too, right? Let's see what happens if we butcher a human leg. Consuming stone bread. Dwarf was nice enough to bring us some food. This gives a negative penalty. Probably has something saying, ate a bland meal. I wish you could haul all this stuff. Here, we actually can. We can just pick that up, haul that. There you go. You just have to manually put it down when you get where you're headed. I think we're going to have to chop some more trees as well. It's about our only real resource here. You never built that thing. Yeah, butcher that jerk. Hold on, gear. Should just be able to make him drop these things, regardless of the fact that he's right in the middle of a task. Alright, does he give a shiza that he butchered human-like? No, he does not. See? There you go. I want you to build this, sir. You need recreation. Ooh, some chickens have joined. Holy shit, that's a lot of chickens. Are you kidding me? Well, the lynx is gonna have to not attack the chickens. Alright, there you go. Yeah, so he made it. He's recreating. Needs. The magic pool will slowly increase on its own. If you meditate or something, it goes up a lot faster. I don't want him to go to bed without meditating in case we get attacked as well. Alright, and also let's put in some animal sleeping spots outside. Any feedback you'd want to leave is more than welcome. So if you have some thoughts, you think this mod sucks, or you like it, or you're indifferent, let me know. I would like to hear your thoughts on that. It's going to be a little slow at first, once we get some other pawns going. So we're all ready to cast some spells now. And let's check. We're getting close to being able to go up a magic level. Ooh, abandoned technology nearby. So we've uncovered. That looks like an elven bolt thrower. That's going to get us steel and components. We got to keep the freaking animals. Alright, so let's do this. And then let's invert. Come on. Manage area. Invert. Rename. There you go. Now, let's restrict all the animals to the animal zone. So they're not eating our food in here. The harpies are nuts, man. The harpy images will get redone. This mod was originally started by Compad, who does a bunch of Warhammer mods, and I was working on the dwarves, and then we kind of connected, and I'm going to take the mods he has and run with them and flush them out as much as the dwarfs are. So, like, I'm doing most everything. Images, clothes, bodies, skin. I got a guy that's doing a lot of these images for me. But these clothes I made, the bodies and heads were made by Dino over on the Discord. If you want to see the progress of the mod, definitely go join the Discord, because I post a lot, virtually every day, on what I'm doing over there. Alright, so now we got a bunch of extra wood. Man, I should see if I could take that Thrembo down, but that just feels like a death wish, right? Alright, so he should get our roof put up over here. What happened to this bro? Attacked a rat so I could have some food. Wouldn't be bad to have some medicine. Let's check our bio for... He's not bad at medical, but he's certainly not good either. How's our meat supply doing? 9 hours. Come over here and consume this. Oh, we have a mad raccoon. Ah! Finally, a reason for our magic here. Alright, draft up, partner. Where's the bastard? It's probably going to go around the water, right? Yeah. So let's go wait for it, and let's get our pendulum set. I haven't coded up any of the AI stuff for the magic yet. Bam. That raccoon was dumb as shit, I can tell you that. Alright, we should check our magic needs as well. Okay, we're doing alright in the magic pool department. Alright. Let's check the needs situation. Uncomfortable. Some of these things I left in because, like, beastmen are still beings, and oh, he's just gonna butcher all this stuff. And if they're generally pissed off because their life is dirty and miserable, well, that makes sense, right? Like, everybody would like some comfort in their life. Where are you headed? Oh, he's finally gonna disassemble that thing. Is it? Okay. That's gonna take a minute. Yeah, I've had a hell of a time building this mod. The dwarves were fun, and then adding magic for the beastmen is just a whole nother level. But the reason I set it all up so that we had... Why didn't you haul that? Maybe we should make a bigger storage room here. The reason I set things up so that we had a separate mod required for the magic is so that Dino, who I mentioned before from Discord, is like a super good image dude. And he has been making tons of Empire images. So I made magic versatile enough that I can just drop it in when I get done with Beastmen. I can add the rest of the core lores that will be required to implement Empire, and then I don't have to redo everything. I can just redo that portion of it. So, man, these harpies keep getting hurt. That one got into it with an Ibex. Good thing none of them attack that. Oh, what's that? He might be upset, or he might get sick if he eats rotten food. So we have to bear that in mind. That thing really kicked its ass. We need these things to stay alive so we can sacrifice them. So one thing we do need to do is figure out how to make stone blocks. So we are going to have to start doing research. And again, that's sort of a limitation to RimWorld. I don't even know stone cutting. That's what we have to research. Like, you just have to research stuff to figure shit out. And I've thought of a few ways to make that happen. Like, we could have some kind of prayer session or commune with the dark gods or something like that acts like research, but beastmen can do it just logically instead of actually doing research. But whatever, they still have to figure out how to do stuff, right? Doesn't matter. They're not like orcs where things seem to come naturally. At least 40k orcs. Okay, so let's then get this zone pushed into here. Expand it in. Shrunk out. There you go. I don't want it in the doorway either. Now, what can we do for floors? Do we have enough wood? He's carrying so much shit. Holy cow. And we have 5 bloody wood. Oh yeah, we just built that whole structure. Where'd he go? He is gathering berries. Oh, he left some berries laying around. There's some pigs down there. I'd rather gather a pig and haul it to his stomach. Alright, well, that should be enough for now. I'm going to put a break in. I'm going to try and not let these episodes get too long. So there's our bro for the minute. Chopping some trees, having a good time. Comments, feedback, welcome. Please toss me a like if you're enjoying this but don't have anything to say. This is not released yet, but I should be able to get it done hopefully in the next handful of weeks here. There's still a bunch of stuff to add. I'm still working through the herd stone in terms of the sacrifices that you can do with that. And also I'm going to add a bunch of events that make it more likely that you get additional pawns, because in theory, beastmen aren't base builders. You rove around, destroy stuff, have a good time, spread chaos, all that jazz. So you're going to lose more pawns, so you should more easily get pawns, is my theory on that. I'm going to clear... Oh shit, we got manhunters coming in. I'm going to leave that for next time, guys. Thanks again to the patrons, Khalif, Yosef, Surreal Beliefs, Cornel B, and Dirtle Dave. The rest of you, if you're liking this, I swear I put hundreds of hours into this mod so far. And that don't count the hundreds I put into the... Ooh, look at that. His magic has leveled up. Awesome. So we have an extra magic point available. We can actually... See, if you mouse over these now, it gives an indicator that you can take that spell. And instead of direct damage... I'm going to do that next time. Anyways, think about becoming my patron, please. $1 or $2 a month would make me super happy, and really isn't a lot from your perspective, right? I'll see you next time.